Madam Speaker, I want to thank the Honourable Member for asking this question. It gives me an opportunity to enlighten them again about our government's position of ensuring that all Fijians are able to access tertiary education without any obstacles as they used to face before. Madam Speaker, the Bainimarama government has maintained its promise that all Fijians intending to obtain higher education will be assisted by the government following the problems that our government noted since 2006. Madam Speaker, the government has dismantled the previous system of providing financial assistance based on ethnicity. Madam Speaker, the system put in place is that every Fijian child who qualifies to gain admission into a higher education institution, government will provide financial support to pick up the tuition fees, subsistence and accommodation expenses. Madam Speaker, the board who administers the scheme works on policies of equality and fairness and serves all students applying alike. The rural and disadvantaged students are also fully catered for in the scholarships and loans scheme. Madam Speaker, for the information of the Honourable Member and others on the side, in 2013, when the previous scheme was in force, which included, as mentioned by the Honourable Member, the Itoke Affairs Scholarship, which was formerly known as the Fijian Affairs Scholarship, Multi-Ethnic Scholarship, and the PSC Scholarship. Madam Speaker, in 2013, under these schemes, 5,434 students were studying. 5,434 students were studying in these schemes, the PSC, the Multi-Ethnic, and the Itoke Affairs Scholarship scheme. Madam Speaker, upon introduction of the new financial scheme by government in 2014, to ensure that every Fijian child have access to tertiary education, we had in 2014 12,943 students studying. An increase? No. Hang on. Again, Madam Speaker, in 2013, under the old scheme, we had 5,434 students studying. That included the Itoke Affairs Scholarship, the Multi-Ethnic and PSC. Now with the new scheme introduced by the government, included the scholarship, the toppers and the loan scheme, in 2014, we had 12,943 students. Madam Speaker, to do the maths, we had 7,509 students more coming into the financial assistance scheme to study in the tertiary institution. Madam Speaker, in 2015, this number increased to 14,409. You can see the difference, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, to further assist the Honourable Member to penetrate into the rural areas, Madam Speaker, this year, from last year we got 3 campuses of the Technical College of Fiji. This year we've got 8 more, so we've got 11 campuses of Technical College of Fiji throughout Fiji, Madam Speaker, including a rural area like what he mentioned, Honourable Member, in Bua, the Nabualevu, the Nawada campus, the Nabualevu campus at Vanikoro, Madam Speaker, in Sekotoka, in Navua, in Nosori, in Rekineki, in Tavua, in Rotoka. These are the new ones, Madam Speaker, which penetrates in the rural area and captures those students in the rural area. Madam Speaker, all these students are eligible to tap into the government's financial assistance scheme provided through the TEL scheme, Madam Speaker. That's how, Madam Speaker, we're able to cater for all students who have dreams to enter the higher education system to ensure that government provides them with financial assistance. Thank you.
Thank you. Supplementary question, the Honourable Nanawo.
Thank the Minister for the response been given regarding this question so far. And my question to him this morning, since many of the students are from rural areas with very low income brackets, who cannot really support their children successfully while studying in urban areas, why is the Ministry delaying the payment of their relevant allowances for the current semester?
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, we would want to know which students are being delayed and what's the reason. Madam Speaker, number of times when we got response from queries from students that the allowance has been delayed, we have noted that the forms are missing, the relevant data is missing. So if there's students who have been deliberately, according to the Honorable Minister, being delayed, I would want to have the data, and I will provide that, examine with the TELS board what was the reason for the student being delayed in terms of giving the allowance being given to them. So I would want to see the data, information.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honorable Biman Prasad.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just a quick question on the Minister's clarification in terms of the numbers. I wasn't sure whether the comparative figures that he gave was actually comparing apple to apple, because what he's saying is that with the previous scholarship scheme, that many number of students ended up in the university, and with the new scheme, you give a comparative figure. But I think the clarification that I'm seeking is whether, because when students were given a scholarship, they were also coming to the university on their own. So the number of students could be quite a different thing. So I'm not sure whether the comparative figures that he's giving is to comparing the scholarship and those who are coming to the university.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
As I mentioned before, the numbers that I've given is the number of students who are on the scheme. These are the numbers. These are the number of students who are on the scheme. The scheme includes toppers and TELS. No, Madam Speaker, again, for the information of, for scholarships, for toppers, let me give you another data, Madam Speaker. No, Madam Speaker, to answer his question, the number that I gave on 2013, 5,434, these were the numbers who were studying under the 3 scholarship schemes. Number in 2014, 12,943, this includes all the students on the scheme. On the scheme. Thank you.
Thank you. The Honorable Leverer.
Madam Speaker, the question that was raised to the Minister is on scholarships, not loan scheme. So can we have a figure on how many have benefited through the scholarship?
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Scholarship. 2014, 345 students got topper scholarship. The reason why the numbers were low, the Madam Speaker, because they were not able to align themselves with government's priority areas. You'll note in 2015, this number rose to 489. Madam Speaker, in 2016, this number further went up to 579. Thank you.